raids. So, I'm expecting it to be a relatively busy night, given that these are pretty desired raid bosses. I want to focus more on Lugia, given that I do have a couple of Shadow Ohos already, shiny ones. So yeah, I'm hoping that most people want to do Lugia as well, because yeah. But they are tanks, so we're going to need like decent squads to get them done. But I'm sure we will manage. We always seem to. So I will chuck my code into the chat because that's going to be an important thing for people to add me. As you do, as you do. No, not search. What am I doing? Seriously, just go. So add friends. How you doing? You lost 2 raids this morning to him. To what? To Lugia. Wouldn't you classify it as an it instead of a he? Given that most legendaries are genderless. What am I doing? Please be active in the chat. And leave a like for raid invites. Wiki well. So 2753, 2753, 2066, 43 for 76. Okay. That is my code. How you doing, Airbreak? Welcome in. He was bugged. How so was it bugged, James? Okay, there we go. Code is tagged for people that need to send me a friend request. And yeah, we will start flopping into these as soon as we've got enough people. It is humid as mother of all things right now. It's been stormy in Melbourne all day. Well, not all day, but for a lot of the day. And it's just really humid right now. Doing pretty good, Airbreak. Doing better now than I was earlier. I had a headache earlier today, which we've gotten rid of, thankfully. Alright. Couldn't hit a ball, no one could. And he was also stuck in attack mode. Okay, well, fingers crossed that they've fixed that by now. I guess we'll find out after we've done our first raid. Did you try giving it nanab berries? Did nanab berries help with its constant attacking? Just to qualm his... Qualm? Quell is the word I'm looking for, not qualm. It's fixed now. Okay, cool. Well, that's good then. Yeah. It's unfortunate. So yeah, as soon as we've got enough people, we'll... So if you want into raids, guys, let me know. I'll chuck you on the list. Okay, we have a couple of nanabs just in case, but that's cool beans. What else can we get rid of? Why do I always have so many items over what I want? Alright, at least I can spin stops now. That's better. At least I could spin one stop. So yeah, like I said, guys, let me know if you want to jump into raids, and I'll check you on the list. If you need to send me a friend request, my code is tagged in the chat. And nothing helped, and he was that far to the point where it was literally impossible to hit him with a ball. What is with Lugia and being like... Honestly, Lugia was the first shiny legendary that I encountered, and I've had issues with trying to catch a shiny Lugia in the past, and yeah, the game screwed me. So I'm glad that they've at least got it fixed now. But yeah, like I said, I'll be aiming to do Lugia as much as possible, sort of thing. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, guys, if you would like to jump into a raid, you've gotten like 50 Lugias, 0 shinies, beside the 1 Negan traded you. I think I've got... I think it's like 2 or 3 now. Let's have a look. Lugia. 2. Yeah, I got 2 shiny Lugias. 1 Shadow. Like I said, this is the one that I want to aim for the most because it's the one that I'm, like, still wanting to get to. And luckily the one that we're sitting on is... So yeah, where is everybody that actually wants to jump into raids? Come on, guys, we need people to actually jump into these raids. So if you would like to jump into a raid, let me know. If you're on my friends list, send me a friend request. I mean, if you're on my friends, let me know you're in game. If you need to send me a friend request, my code is tagged on the chat, like in the chat. And we'll go from Azar. So I know most, like, not most people, I know a lot of people are probably saving stuff for specific raid bosses during the week, or saving stuff for, like, the actual weekend in general. Yeah, holding out for Groudon and Kyurem. Honestly, I don't think Kyurem's going to be that popular, because we had it at the end of last month. The end of December, and we had a raid day for it last month. So out of all the raid days, it's one of the reasons why I didn't end up raiding the birds yesterday, because I didn't think that they would be too popular, and I don't think Kyurem's going to be that popular. I honestly don't think many people are going to be interested in it at all. Like, these two, and Groudon and Kyogre are probably going to be the most popular, followed by Dialga and Palkia. And then, yeah, the other ones are sort of going to be... We'll see. We'll see how many people are interested in them, but I can't imagine that they're going to be too popular, given that we've already done a whole heap of them recently. But yeah, come on, guys. Surely we need people, like, there's got to be some people that are keen on these raids. Where is our squads? How you doing, Gabrielle? Welcome in. You spent all your coins on it, in-person passes, save 20 passes for the weekend. Yeah, I'll mainly be doing in-person stuff on the weekend, for the most part, I would assume. Do some remote raids, but probably day 2. I'm also... It's going to be more of an expensive week this week for me, just because I'm thinking of getting a new phone before the weekend as well. I just have to jump onto some of the retailers and see how much I can pick up a phone for. Yeah, you're a little salty about them being the fusions back bringing them back so soon. You would have held off in the fusion for a hundo, yeah. You caught a hundo Chikorita yesterday. Hey, nice. Congratulations. I honestly thought that we'd have a whole bunch of people ready to go by now, jumping into these raids. Where is everybody that wants to raid? There's a whole bunch of people in the chat, but nobody wants to raid. What's going on? Where is everybody? I'm also surprised, because it is Tuesday, so it should be Spotlight Hour as well. Like, usually they run the Spotlight Hour and the raid days, like raid hour things at the same time. So it should be... I think Totodile was after thing, but Totodile is spawning, just not most actual Spotlight Hour. So yeah, I thought Negan and Taff and that would be ready to jump into raids. But yeah, both of these are going to need sizable squads to be able to take them on. So I think I can... I'll have a look and see if there's anybody online to that's in raids right now. We have one person to... Of course it's a Ho-Oh raid as well. The one that I don't want... But yeah, usually leading up to these big events, people are fairly active in raids. So it's weird to see nobody keen so far. I know that Proplanty streamed earlier today. So maybe a bunch of people that would have been keen in raids did raids earlier today. But yeah, I think also having these running all day probably isn't the best thing either. They need to make them run just in the raid hour. I think that would make them more appealing as well, because if they're having them run all day, yeah, I'm honestly not a huge fan of these raid weeks leading up to big events, because I mean the big events are expensive enough as it is without having these week-long raid things going as well. So did anybody actually raid yesterday for the birds? There's a whole bunch of Pikachus too. So yeah, I think that's another thing. If they have... Yeah, it can be kind of draining. Yeah, I feel like it's a bit much when you've already got a full weekend full of stuff to do as well. Having all this stuff leading up, it's just that's too expensive in a game that's as old as it is now. Like they're doing too much. You did 2 raids and got a Zapdos with background. Hey, nice. The Moltres you got today was nearly a hundo. I did get last time we had them in raids, I'm pretty sure I got the it's like a 98% shiny. 14, 15, 15 Zappy. Nice. I mean, it'll be something that you can use a silver bottle cap on in the future, sort of thing. My god, it is so quiet. I really thought that people would have been interested in these. Like, what is going on? Why is, like, there's... Yeah, I really thought we would have raids going by now. Also, the tour that just passed with its terrible shiny raids in the wild and raids is now Shadow. Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Hopefully this year the thing will be better. The shiny odds for stuff in the wild would be better than... Because the wild area, like, I'm really hoping that they aren't going to do the same thing that they did with the wild area. Whereas it was just... It wasn't great. It was very average in compared to what a big event should be. But I think that was just more because of the focus of the event as well. Just wasn't as great as it could have been. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. So tours are usually pretty good though, just because it's a whole generation. Rather than just being sort of like a couple of specific Pokemon that it's focusing on. You've got like that whole generation worth of spawns. And there's a whole bunch of shinies that are going to be released for it that haven't been released yet, which is good. I'll check the list again and see if there's anybody jumping into raids. Again, it's... I just want Lugia. How you doing, Eilish? Welcome in. You're waiting nearly all day for you to host this, not gonna lie. Well, impossible. The problem is, nobody seems interested at this point. I mean, I can get you into a raid, but... Negan's not here, Tef isn't here. Yeah, just nobody seems to be interested in these raids. I don't know why. I thought people would be all over these. Have I gotten a shiny event? I haven't done a single Pikachu raid for it, so no. I mean, Impossible, I can chuck you on the list, and Eilish, I can chuck you on the list. But other than that, we're still running low on numbers because, I mean, we've got people in the chat and people in the stream, but nobody seems to be interested in raiding, and I don't know why. I thought that, yeah, people would be all over these. Possible, and so, I mean, we'll see how Kyogre and Groudon goes. Okay, so we have Pokeluster. Alright, so we're slowly getting there. We have 3 people that are interested. Okay, dude that plays PJSK. Welcome in. I can't trade with you, dude, because there's no distance trades. Can we do mostly Lugia? Darth, I'm hoping to do mostly Lugia raids because I do have a couple of shiny Ho-ohs already, so I want to do Lugia as much as possible. So Darth, if you want to jump into raids, let me know your in-game name and I'll chuck you on the list. You can jump into one Lugia. Dude, I can't trade you, and if you keep spamming like that, I'm just going to time you out, because that doesn't help anything. Alright, we're getting there. Alright, so Hawk, SK. I don't know why people come in, SX rather, why people come into chat and just spam like that, expecting it to make people happy to want to talk to them and do the things that it just pisses streamers off. Like, I'm not going to interact with you if you're just going to spam my chat, and tell me why. Are you singing the Backstreet Boys? Okay, so you're Pokey. Okay, I've got you on the list, Darth. So we've got Hawk, Lugia, Pokey, Eilish, and Impossible, and myself, which will make that's 6. Honestly, I mean, Shadow Lugia is a beast. Is 6 going to be enough to beat Shadow Lugia? Is there anybody else that wants to jump into this Lugia raid while we're... If any, they lower the price for... Yeah, unfortunately, they've removed the cap for a lot of this stuff. Like, for big events, there's no cap on remote raid passes, but it's the price. The price is what pushed so many people away from raiding. Before the price hike and the cap on remote raids, raid hours used to be like my biggest stream a week. 5 to 6 people can. Okay, cool. Well, we'll jump in with who we've got then, and then hopefully I'll pick up some randoms while we're doing it as well. But yeah, if anybody else wants to jump into a raid, send me a friend request when you can. My code is tagged in the chat. If you're on my friends list, just let me know your in-game name. Yeah, but I'm surprised that Negan and Tef aren't here. Recent. So we've got Hawk, Pokey, and Airbreak. And... Why did I write Lugia down? Wait, was there somebody that was named Lugia, or am I imagining things? I must have been imagining things. Impossible, are you going to invite, or...? Why did I write Lugia down? Was somebody... Wait, did somebody send me a friend request that I forgot to add? I'm just going to quickly bail out, guys. Because I think I might have missed somebody. Like, am I... Is my brain not working? Who did I miss? Was it just the 3? I mean... I don't even know why I wrote down Lugia. Yeah, bail out and I'll reorganize it. Sorry, guys. My bad. Impossible. I don't know if we, like, dude, I honestly don't know if we're going to be doing any Ho-oh raids because I've got the shiny, so I'm trying to be concentrating more on Lugia. And I think most people want to do Lugia as well. Okay, I don't know what was happening there. So I had one person written down that I think I just wrote down Lugia for some reason. Anyway, we'll try this one again. But we're missing Impossible as well, so I don't know if we're going to have enough. Okay, so I've got those three. Eilish will invite herself. Yes, it's Kanto. What else we got? Razzie might jump in. So yeah, you can jump back in now, Eilish, if you... I really wish it would tell you who's the... Won't let you join. Alright, I sent you an invite, so hopefully you'll be able to get in. Okay. Good. I'm glad that you made it in. Okay, so with 6 we should be good, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll see how we go. There's some lower level accounts in there, but we'll see how we go. I remember when Lugia used to be impossible to beat. Like, you'd need a squad of like 12 to 15 people to be able to take it down. Like, I know that it's still tanky. It's not a Cresselia, at least. Cresselia is... Shadow Cresselia was a frickin' monster. Okay, we're doing pretty good so far. But also, hopefully now that we're in raids, we're going to see more people like interested to jump in, because I have a feeling that that's... Sometimes people aren't as interested to jump into raids just because they don't see you actually raiding. So as soon as they see you like in raids, they're more... don't know when Hydro comes. Alright, we easily smashed through this with 6. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than this, to be honest. That was relatively easy. Which Lugia is better? 2-star Shadow with bad HP or Purified Lugia? Shadow will always be better. The Shadow just hits harder. Sorry guys, my stream dropped out, as it usually does. Such a pain in the ass. Yeah, stream crashed, and of course it always crashes my game as well. You got a hundo or a shiny or a... You got a schlunder? Let me know. I don't know what I got yet, just because my game crashed. Hopefully I didn't actually miss out on the encounter. I think we should be alright, but still, it's a pain in the ass when my game does that. My stream crashes in the middle of a thing. Come on, sometime today would be nice. It's being incredibly slow. I think it's the weather, which is making the internet be a bit slow today. You got the shiny with the background. Oh my god, game, will you just... How slow are you going to be? Talk about lag. Alright, let's see what I got. Probably nothing. No, unfortunately, no shiny. Of course, that would be my luck. Oh my god, seriously. Okay, so the catch rate for these is actually pretty good. They must have lowered it because of how it was glitched out early. Bad CP though. Yeah, Shadow Pokemon always tend to have bad luck, like bad IVs. But at least you got the shiny with the background. That's nice. Did I at least get a back? Yeah, I got the background. So we got something out of it. We got a background one. No shiny, unfortunately. That's okay. That's all good. And the stats are terrible. So we got 1 out of 2. So it's a thing. Anyway, we can move. Of course, my stuff. The one thing I forgot to do. So if you would like to jump into a raid, guys, send me a friend request. My code is tagged in the chat. If you're on my list, let me know, and I will get you in. We'll just transfer those. Hey, Fitzy, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Good thing is, Lugia seems to be spawning more than... What's happening? We're just doing some raids. Well, we're trying to do raids, but it's been incredibly quiet. I really thought that this would be a big raid hour, but nobody seems to really care. We just finished our first raid like half an hour. So yeah, I will be aiming to do another Lugia. So if you are keen to jump in on a Lugia, guys, let me know, and I'll check you down on the list. You're keen for either. My bad. But yeah, neither Tef or Negan are here, so Eilish, are you still keen to do more Lugia raids, even though you just got the shiny with the background? I mean, you don't need to do any more. Are you keen for more? Letting the team down. I know. As soon as they don't want something, they don't show up. Slack. Hey, Alaskan, how you doing? Welcome in. Anything good from yesterday? I didn't raid yesterday. Didn't bother with the birds. Got them all shiny, so backgrounds are... But that's not all. After Alaskan, like, I'm doing raids now. I'm gonna focus on this. What else did you get, Eilish? You'd love to be sniping. You can jump into raids, dude. Sorry, what was your in-game name again, dude? And I'll send you a request. If you did raids at birds, you might have done Zapdos. That's why I didn't bother with the birds, because I didn't really think anybody would be keen on them. I thought that people would be keen on these, but apparently I am wrong. No worries, dude. Have a good night. Probably a good idea to jump into bed if it's 1 a.m. You're in get. Okay, so yeah. I thought that's just making sure. That was your. We're jumping into Lugia raids, just so you know, dude. So yeah, Eilish, are you gonna jump into raids or what? You just said you capped for the day off for raids. Well, that's not gonna help. I just jumped into the chat, Eilish, and you spam you trade. Shut up. You got an hour and a half an hour until you can jump into more raids. Well, that's not going to help for now, unfortunately. So I guess I will cross you off the list since you won't be able to jump into raids. Oh, you got a Pikachu with the background today? Nice. You got the best luck with other birds like this behavior even on in 2 hours. I don't think I'll be on in 2 hours time. All of a sudden we have a butt ton of... Did they start late for Totodile Spotlight Hour? Because, I mean, it was supposed to be Spotlight Hour tonight, but there was, like, all of a sudden there's a million Totodiles everywhere. You got a shiny Moltres? Nice. I'm not ignoring you. I can't see your messages. They're not popping up. I just saw, but that's not all, and that's the last message that's popping up from you. And then he just ignores me as the next one. So, if you were posting stuff up in between, I couldn't see it, sorry. YouTube does that sometimes. If it thinks your message is a spam, it'll just automatically block them and just make it that I can't. That's an amazing Spotlight Hour. It is supposed to be Spotlight Hour, and usually they run the Spotlight Hour simultaneously, just, you know, for the people, but there's other stuff spawning except for, so I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, anybody want to jump into these raids, let me know. You can just message me on Snap if they're not popping up on in the chat, Eilish, so I can see your messages that you're sending me. Because I can't see them, Derry. I don't know what's going on. Definitely wants us to raid Lugia because it's the one that's popping up. Ah, you got a Hundo Fennekin. Hey, nice. Now it's popping up. Now I can see it. I don't know why I couldn't see it before. Look at you. You don't have to... It's not my fault I can't read your messages. YouTube is just being a bitch like it does sometimes. I can't help YouTube being stupid. But are you going to jump into raids? You're not answering my question either. Maybe you should just leave, okay? God, ask you questions, you never answer them, you always divert onto other things. Is there anybody else that wants to jump into a Lugia raid? It's like this keeps happening like every raid hour. Like every raid hour that we've had recently, there's been a whole bunch of people in chat But nobody wants to jump into raids. It's just like, ah. Yes, you will do. Okay, thank you, love. That's all I wanted to know. Rabbit, what's your in-game name? There's no point saying me if I don't know what your in-game name is, because I don't know. If you've sent me a friend request, cool. I do have Jado, Fitzy, Jadmira. Now I have Eilish and myself, so that'll be enough to jump into a raid. But yeah, Rabbit, just let me know. Okay, you're Jado, cool. Okay, just so I know. Alright, so we'll jump into this one here. I don't know, Impossible. Honestly, I'm trying to focus on Lugia because I need this shiny. I've got a couple of Ohos, so and most people seem to be interested in Lugia anyway. So I think we might just stick with these. I can't tell you, dude. I don't know. We'll have to see. Fitzy can invite himself. Eilish can invite herself. Alaska, we're jumping in now, dude, so I can send you an RSVP, but we're jumping into the raid right now, so there's no RSVPs, it's just jumping in. And yeah, you've reached your limit, so there's no point sending you a RSVP for a raid that we're doing right now. The real culture, we'll have to see how we go with Oho. Most people seem to be interested in Lugia, which is good because it's what I want to do. Yeah, we'll have to play it by ear with how many people we have interested for Oho. I just choose. So I don't know if Eilish is gonna, if she can get herself into the raids or not. Okay, she's in. No, I don't have Lugia. I've got Shadow Lugias, I just don't have... Sorry, I've got Shiny Lugias, just not a Shadow Shiny. I do have Shiny Shadow Oho, though. And there's still time. I've got all night, because these will be spawning all the way until, so I can jump into other people's raids after this, and... I wouldn't count your chickens just yet. We haven't finished with doing raids yet, so... You do have a Shundo Lugia, though. Why am I dodging when it's not doing charge me? I keep thinking it's going to throw a charge move at me. And then when it does... Oh no! So it's pretty much confirmed Mewtwo is going to be... Yeah, they were always going to release Mewtwo at Go Fest because it's the biggest event of the year, and that's the type of Pokemon that they would release for a Go Fest. I thought they would have done it a few years ago, though, because it's been in the game files for a long time. So yeah, it was only a matter of time before it was going to happen. No worries, Rabbit. Fingers crossed, hopefully you get the shiny or something. You see the ad with Mega Dragonite? No, I haven't seen the ad. for it. Did we get a shiny? No, we did not. Ugh, the lag. Oh, I hate shadow Pokemon that don't chillax. Mega Dragon. Yeah, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of it either. They could have made it look so much better. They just put wings on its head. It's like, wow, that's cool. Stats are a little bit better. Nothing special. Yeah, definitely Totodile Spotlight Arrow started, but it's not great. Since there's a whole bunch of other spawns popping up as well, so. Anyway, on to our next raid. Oh, look, we've done some raids. What else we got? See, it definitely wants us to do Lugia. They're popping up more than the Ho-oh is. Ho-oh. I mean, Alaska, I can send you RS, but I'm hosting the raids, dude. Like, so I'm not setting up RSVPs. I'm just jumping into them when I'm jumping into them. And nobody else is going to be doing them around here. So you won't be able to jump into a later group or anything like that. So if you don't have raid passes now, like, yeah, there's going to be no point trying to jump into. Because, yeah, I'm just jumping into them when I've got enough people. I can send you, like, I can try. Like, I can send you one. I mean, if you want the RSVP, I can send you one, but... if anybody wants to coattail off of me into this raid, you can. It's another Lugia. But I figured I'd just jump into it since somebody else is hosting it. Hopefully we can get it. Hoping we can get a few more people in, because that would be great. It's a Japanese raid as well, so I thought there'd be heaps of people in this one. But I'll start organising the next one. So Fitzy, you said that you wanted to do at least one more. Eilish, you said you were going to do one more. You can't do any more now. Okay, why? Why are you not jumping into any more raids? Do you hate me? You can just tell me if you hate me. That's fine. Even though everybody is level 70 plus, we should be able to do it with 4. We did it with 5 before fairly easily, and they won't let you jump into these ones. Okay, it's alright. I'll just do this one, and then I've got you on the list for a next one, Fitzy. If there's anybody else that wants to jump into another raid, send me a friend request if you need to. My code is tagged in the chat. I know, it does sound like she hates me. Wouldn't surprise me, though. She's upset because she's not getting to meet her best friend tonight. Prioritizes Franklin over me. Doesn't want to raid with her. No, I think it's more that she's just upset that she's not going to get to raid with Franklin. Okay, we're rocking this thing with 4 people, so... You can't get more passes until 8:43? Right? Really? Why? Why can't you get more passes? That's a very specific time. Stop throwing... Oh, it's a fly. Stop flying at me. You like your specific... I know you like your specific... I thought there was an actual reason behind you not being... Hurry up and... be subdued already. What the hell? This thing would just hurry up and be stewed. Like, we were making great time until it started to... Now it won't go away with this. So now we're just not doing the damage that we need to do to it. Come on, you can't just stay like this forever. What the hell, man? This is going to cost us the victory just because this thing won't just calm the rep down. Like, we would easily have managed this one if it wasn't for this. Well, finally, yeah, about time. That was dodgy, because now we're not going to get it in time, and it's just because it stayed like that for way too long. And now faint out as well, so that's my whole team done. Stupid game. Yeah, see, we easily would have done it if it didn't stay in its thing for so long. I mean, there's still a slight chance, but there's no way known. Like, we're just not doing enough damage to it with 24 seconds left. And we fell short. If it just came out of its thing like 10 seconds earlier, we probably would have been able to do it. Yeah, 10 extra seconds would have been all that we needed. Well, that's just fantastic. Oh, hopefully we'll get another invite to that one. But in the meantime, Lugia Ho-oh, which one's better? They both have their uses. I would say Lugia just because Ho-oh has it's fire type, and fire type just doesn't really... Alright, at least we're getting another chance at trying to do it. Try and get more people in. Try and invite yourselves to this one, guys, so we've got a couple of extra people, maybe. Why? It says 4 people. I was going to say it's a little bit behind. 4 people are in the raid, but it's saying that there's only 3. Raid doesn't show up on your list. Okay, okay, we're up to 6 people. Okay, we'll get it this time. There's 6 people in the raid this time. There's only like 28 seconds, so there's probably no point, Fitzy. Seven, 8, beautiful. All right, we'll get it this time. All right. This time we gonna get it. This time it's going down. Yeah, we're smashing it. Let's dodge it. Yeah, 15 purified gems. We only got the 5 now. I think I used a couple. See, that's what should have happened before. Like, look how quickly that was subdued in comparison to last time. At least we're getting, like, I'm not going to waste the pass on it, so. This thing got absolutely mauled from, like, in comparison to before. How you doing, Becky? All good, man. Don't have coordinates, dude. I play legitimately. Not enough people used the gems last time. Yeah, I know. I feel like I was probably the only one that actually used one. How the raid's going. Unfortunately, we haven't got a shiny yet until now. Maybe, yes, please. That would be great. Just give me shiny Lugia. Nah. No, still no shiny Lugia. I already have a couple of shiny Shadow Ho-ohs, so I'm really just looking for Lugia. About to have a bath. You mean a big couple of days, I think. Having a big bath at work. That sounds unusual to do, but that's actually not too bad for a Shadow. We'll keep that one. All right, so back to hosting my raids. If people would like to jump into a Ho-oh raid, sorry, not a Lugia raid, let me know. There's time to organize a couple more. Fitzy, I've got you on the list. The real culture, I can add you, but you said that you wanted to get into a so I don't think you actually want to jump into one of these raids, but if you do, let me know. People don't want to spend the extra money on remote raid passes, so. But yeah, I mean, people spoof, so they're just used to doing it. But yeah, I don't have coordinates to give people because, like I said, I play legitimately, so. So yeah, anybody else? What, Eilish? What? What? hi. How you doing? Ramen, I've got you on the list for a raid. So I've got Fitzy and Ramen so far. No, it's not combat. It's Spotlight Hour for Totodile. It seemed to start late though. Like, I don't know why. But it didn't pop up. Like, they didn't start popping up until like 6:30, which is unusual. It should have been 6 o'clock. Am I doing Ho-oh? We're doing Lugia, dude. I'm probably not going to do any Ho-oh raids, to be honest. I'm just going to focus on doing Lugia. But at that point, like saying that as well, it's people just aren't interested in these raids like I thought they would be. We've only managed to do 3 raids so far, and one of them was me jumping into someone else's. Like, so yeah, it's just been a lot quieter than I thought they. Spotlight half hour? Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, if you would like to jump into a Lugia raid, let me know, guys. I will chuck you on the list. But at this rate, it's like, we'll see how we go for another 1 or 2 raids. But if people aren't interested, then there's no point trying. I'll just jump into other people's raids later, sort of thing. Oh, and sorry, Alaska, I forgot to send you a RSVP for... My bad, dude. You should have reminded me. I'll find one that's got just an amount of time left on it. I can't see. That's 17 minutes. Okay, may as well just send me one to this one. What are we getting tomorrow night? Tomorrow night is Primal Kyogre and Groudon, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the primals. No, there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be interested in the primals. Well, I thought people would be interested in these, so I say that, but no, primals are really good. Like, they're really useful to have. So they rank as some of the strongest. You were getting ready to remind me. Yeah, I just got sidetracked doing the other raid, so... so yeah, guys, if you're keen to do a Lugia raid, let me know. I've got Fitzy and Ramen so far. If we can get another 2 or 3 people, we should be good. So if you're keen, let me know. I'm surprised that Tef and Negan haven't been in the stream, because usually we get a lot of help from those ones. From those accounts. He can probably help get people into the raid sometimes, yeah. Yeah, he said the reason why he wasn't jumping into raids now is because he's out of passes for another hour and a half, or an hour at this point. So yeah, if you are keen on a raid, guys, and you can get in, let me know, and I'll chuck you into a raid. Sam VDS. How you doing? Welcome in. How to get more raid passes? You will have to buy them, dude, if you buy remote raid passes. Yeah, see, so all the Totodiles disappeared at 7 PM. So basically it was only half an hour of Totodile spawns. So that's very odd. Fire Pelt is it So we'll see how we go. Oh, there's 8 people. Alright, we'll try and jump into Fire Pelts and hopefully it's not maxed out. That works well. This should be another keen read. They're really cheap though. What, the remote raid passes? No, remote raid passes are more expensive than normal raid passes. that's the main reason why raids died off as much as they were, because people didn't want to pay the extra price that remote raids cost over normal raid passes. If it was $1 a pass like it used to be, like, people would still raid as much as they used to. You think they should give out at least one remote raid pass at big events like this? Honestly, I feel like what they should do, like, you get a daily pass sort of thing. They should give you weekly remote, like one remote pass a week sort of thing, like a free remote raid pass every week. So you get the weekly remote pass, you get a daily normal pass, and I think that'd be a good incentive to get people to raid more, like, remotely and stuff. Like, one pass a week isn't going to cost them that much money sort of thing. Like, in the grand scheme of things, if they can give people a daily pass every day, then a remote pass I don't think would be that much of a stretch. But 20 people in, this thing is getting absolutely smushed. Or just drop the price back. That would be the best thing to do. I mean, they would probably make so much more money than having them at the higher price, because more people would be willing to buy them at a lower price. They really did shoot themselves in the foot, like Niantic, but they didn't want to go back on what they did because they didn't want to, like, admit that they were wrong. They've always been like that, where they do a huge stuff up like that, instead of, like, stepping back and being like, oh shit, we made a mistake, we should have just left it the way that. They just double down and just like, nope, it's the way that it is now, and you will just have to deal with it, and we're not going to admit that we were wrong. Yeah, they were terrible when it came to that sort of stuff. That's why they never went back to the price that they should have been, like, that they were originally. They know that they stuffed up, because their whole reasoning for doing it was to the longevity of the game. It wasn't. It was just because they wanted to make more money. And all it did is damage the game, like, irreparably sort of thing, because so many people just went, all right, I'm just not going to play it anymore. I'm not going to spend that money. I'm out. So they had a huge drop-off in player base after they did the remote raid pass nerf. And yeah, like I said, they were too stubborn to be like, oh shit, we made a mistake, and fix it. They just doubled down and... still no shiny. Why? Why are you being difficult, my dude? Stop being difficult. Okay. Love it when they just don't stop attacking. Do you have it set where you can jump? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Can you get you can get a free remote raid pass each week, but yeah, that's not the same. Like, that's not a guaranteed thing. I have got one remote raid pass from the weekly boxes since they've released them. So, and that was, what, a year and a half ago or something like that? So that's not a reliable. And it's a so-so one. More raids with 20 plus people in it. That would be great. Alright, so guys, if you're keen on doing a Lugia raid, let me know. And what are we yesing to, Eilish? Sorry, my bad. What are you saying, love? Did we get people to jump into that raid, or? So I will try and do one more Lugia raid to see if people, but honestly, people just haven't. That's been quiet all night, so it's not looking likely. So I might just have to try and jump into some other people's raids tonight and see how we go. Good thing is, I've only used like 2 of my remote raid pass, so I have a couple more attempts at other people's raids during the night. We'll see how we go. Will this be the last one? Probably, dude. Just because it's just been quiet. It's been really quiet tonight in comparison to what I thought it would be. I thought people would be really keen on these, but they are just not. So we'll see how we go tomorrow when it comes to the primals. And if it's quiet like this for these ones, and it's quiet tomorrow night for the primals, then Origin Form, Palkia, and Dialga have no chance. They will be like quiet, and so will Kirim. I already knew that Kirim was probably going to be quiet, given that we've already done so many. Like, we've had them so many times over the last month or two. You do the honestly, dude. Like, if we've been struggling to get people into Lugia, I don't think we'll be. You don't have Shadow Ho? Well, oh, I guess you're not gonna get one then. You have your shiny Shadow Lugia. I have my shiny Shadow Ho-ohs. So. Oh, look at this. Oh, no, wait, that's just the normal shiny. That's me. Shiny shadows. Oh, the shiny shadows. You're gonna make me actually search for it properly. There we go. We have two of them. What's happening again? Wait, it took me a sec. You don't know how, but it happened. I know exactly how. I will message you on not Snap, on Discord later, but dude, I know exactly why it's happening again. You don't want it anyway. It's like, no. You know it's not lame. You know you want one. I mean, I'm happy to try and host. If people are interested in Ho-oh that are still here, if you would like to jump into one, let me know. Are you going to have enough people, James? I mean, I will try. You'll take one raid. Do you care which one you're doing? Got no passes. Well, okay. I don't think James is going to get any. Just to be a smart ass. She's got no passes anyway, so she won't be jumping into any more raids. Snom, what was your in-game name again, dude? No, I don't think James is going to be getting any more people into this raid. That's okay. She's a pain in the ass anyway. She doesn't deserve to get the shiny Ho-oh as well. She got her Lugia, and it's got a background. She can have that, and she can just deal with it. Pain in the ass. Alright, yeah, James isn't. I want people to do Lugias. If passes a ladder, you jump into all of them. Alright guys, well it's not looking likely that we're going to get into another one because people just aren't keen. What are we sitting on? Yeah, we managed to get to 18. If you haven't already, guys, smash that like button, see if we can get it to 20. We're only 2 likes away from 20. I would like to try and host another Lugia raid. There's like 23 minutes left on that one, but honestly, I don't think it's going to be keen. Like, people are going to be interested. We're running low on numbers now. Jim Bob. What? Bob Jim. You're in a silly mood tonight again, aren't you? Just like last night. Silly mood. Impot, like, honestly, dude, like, there's nobody's interested in doing raids anymore for the night, I don't think. Snom, what was your in-game name, Snom? Oh, they were here earlier. Fitzy. Spamming. It's alright, they won't stop after 60 seconds, dude. Yeah, they were here earlier. Spamming like that as well. And again, I don't understand why people think that spamming the chat like that is going to make people pay attention to them. It's just going to make any streamer these days is just going to yeet you out of the chat. So it's... I gave him the 10-minute timeout. But yeah. Alright, so yeah, like I said, it's not looking like we're going to get people interested in this next stream. This next raid, rather. Yeah. Eilish, stop spamming my Snapchat, you turd. Hey, Neo, how you doing, man? You do the primal raids? Okay, no worries. Doing good, Neo. How you doing, man? Just do it. Just do what? Just trade. You can't trade. Trades are gone. Can't do distance trades. You'd think people would know this by now. Good, just chilling. You get the next one. The next raid. I honestly, dude, like, we're trying to organize a raid, but I don't think we're gonna have enough people. Hey, Ray Nemo. How you doing? Welcome to the VIP list. How we doing? I can send you in the Ray Nemo. Add you for a Lugia. Okay. I'm trying to get enough people together to do at least one more raid. So, Airbreak, are you saying that you're in for a raid, or? Because I'm not sure if Raman's still here. Okay, it'd be helpful if my moderator and my friend, who is a woman, would stop spamming my chat as well with stuff that makes it very hard to read the rest of the chat. So guys, please chill out. Fitzy, you get annoyed at other people for doing this, so please don't do it yourself. Any shiny, only got one through the whole day. So you want to jump into a raid Neo? Ah, you're saying, okay. Don't you start impossible. Okay, Neo, your in-game was just Neo Min, yeah? If I remember correctly. Alright, we should have enough to jump into this. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up another couple as well. Fitzy, you're still keen for this one, yeah? Party pooper. I'm not a party pooper. It's just... Don't spam. It just makes it very difficult when the people that shouldn't be spamming the chat are spamming the chat. Anyway, we're doing a raid now, so stop it. Stop being difficult, you guys. Use guys. Okay, so we need recent. And I'll chuck one to you too. And Fitzy, you're inviting yourself. And I get it in here. Amen. Spam, there was none. There was plenty. Just civilized dialogue. I don't think so. Just shush and get into the... Don't be difficult. Here's its Kanto. Some friendly back and forth. Some friendly pain in my ass. Power. Jump in. We'll try spooks as well. They might jump in. Jabin might jump in. Oh, okay, he already jumped in, so I don't have to send him an invite. Cool, alright, so we'll have enough, so. You should be happy we're getting along. I mean, it is handy. But it would also be more handy if you got along and didn't be annoying at the same time. It's like, I got enough from her, dude. Do it to her. Alright, this is the one. This is going to be the shiny. It's more than enough. The thing just make it like one hit your Absol. Oh no, it's enraged. And it's subdued. Absol isn't the strongest though. Like even Mega Absol isn't great. Either way, it got absolutely smashed. Naruto, you'll have to send me a friend request. But chances are that's probably going to be our last raid for the night anyway. We'll see how we go. If I can get people that are interested in another one, then I'm happy to add you. Shiny. Yes! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha, Eilish. Ha ha! Ha ha! We got the Shadow Shiny Lugia for the win. You can have a pineapple, Barry. Now, to make it even better, it'll have the background too. Rigged. No. Puzzle. Background, yes! And it's got the background as well. Ah, for the win. Now she can't rub it in my face, so she's got both. And the stats, I think, are better than yours too. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. YouTuber rates. Hey, I still have to work for it. Alright, dude, you've had plenty of times, like chances to you gotta love it when people just don't get it. Naruto, did you send me an invite? Sorry, yeah, a friend request, rather. I don't know why I'm keeping it quiet. So yeah, if people are interested in doing a ho-ho, I'm fin a little blah 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 blah. I'm happy to finish off on doing an ho-ho. So Naruto, as I keep saying, you'll have to send me. You hit and delete. Nah, it's all good, dude. I got rid of him anyway, so he's had more than enough chances to. Honestly, it's just sad little people looking for attention. Daddy didn't hug him enough as a child, so now he's got to try and find people on the internet that'll pay attention to him. So, I ain't got time for that shit.
What is Aftershock PC's award-winning build quality?
You're assuming? Okay, cool. Like I said, keep in mind that this will be for a ho-ho raid. Yeah, he just sent me one, Fitzy, it's all good. Eilish is... Well, this was fun, but bye. Okay, no worries. I'll speak to you soon. I'm assuming you're going to watch your show and do your sister's nails. Patience and not smack. Yeah. Like I said, it's people that are just looking for attention for the most part. Alright, so Impossible, I can get you into this one. Naruto, I will. Ray, that's Ray, you want to jump into one as well? Ray Nemo. Alright. Fitzy, are you keen to jump into an Oho? Yeah, Naruto, we're going to do an Oho raid. Like, I'm going to finish off on the Ho, because I just got the Lugia, so I'm happy with that. I needed that. I've already got a couple of shiny Ohos, like Shadow Ohos, so I'm happy to finish off on doing one. Hey, Daybreaker, good to see you. It's alright, Fitzy. Like, he's just making sure that he's going to get in. You've also got to remember that not everybody that comes into the chat is a native English speaker, so you got to be a little bit more patient with people, but that's cool, dude. Your patience. You have been here all stream, Impossible, so hopefully you do get the shiny, dude. Yeah, Daybreaker, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. It's been a while. How have you been? All right, is there anybody else that wants to jump into the Ho-oh raid? I'll say what are we sitting on. Hey, we got to the 20 likes as well. Nice. So yeah, this is the last call, guys. Like, because we're just making a little bit. Oh my god, I can't even speak English now. We are going to finish on this Ho-oh raid that I'm about to do. We may as well do this one with 15 minutes over there. Yeah, Ray, I've got you on the list. Neo, I don't have you on the list. I'll check you on the list. Neo. Cool. Yep, Naruto, I've got you on the list. As I said, Fitzy, not everybody is a native English speaker, so if it's being like, you just got to be a little bit more patient with people. It's fine. If they're spamming like crazy, like the last dude was and stuff like that, sure, get rid of them. Like, some people like this just don't, yeah, like Naruto, don't quite get the translation properly, so a little bit more patience is good. But yeah, I've got him on the list, so don't stress, man. Watch me get a 0-star regular. Yes, I have met you, Fitzy. That's why I'm asking you to please be a little bit more patient. Terrible, but thanks. Oh, that's not good to hear, Daybreaker. I'm sorry to hear that you're not doing well. Alright, I think that's going to be everybody, so we'll jump in with who we've got. Anybody else that comes in afterwards, I'm sorry, but this is the last raid. Impossible. Yeah, I think I'm sending you one, so it's all good. Yeah, year kind of started off badly, missed Christmas because, oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry, RTG, what was your in-game name? Yeah, Neo, you're in. Sorry, you're getting ready for bed. All good. Yeah, RTG, sorry, what was your in-game name? And Ariel, are you on my friends list? Oh, sorry, you're sorry, yeah, okay. You are Ramen. And yeah, Ariel, sorry, are you on my... Oh, Ariel, are you on my... No, you have to send me a friend request quickly. My code is tagged in the chat. So if you send me a friend request, I will get you into this raid. Oh, hey, when did they announce Score Money Com Day? Probably just recently, like within the last day. But yeah, it was due to come up just because we had Groki. They are seem to push the starters closer together though, because we've already had Groki. Did we have Sobble? Yeah, we've had Sobble Com Day yet. Yes. Sobble? No, we haven't had Sobble yet. Yeah, so usually they like to put them a few months apart from each other and spread out all the starters from a generation. Yeah, Sobble will be after. Then a family member got meningitis. Oh, dude. We had, Quaxley was the... That's weird that they did the Paldean ones before the Galarian starters. I feel like the Galarian generation really got neglected. Like, they sort of jumped over it. They went from the Alolan region to the Paldean region just because that was the one that was out at the time. And the Galarian region just got really neglected. But it's good to see that we're coming back to the Galarian region. Poor disease. Yeah, that's sad to... Well, yeah, that's bad to hear, Daybreaker. I'm sorry to hear that you've had so much. Yeah, Ariel, send me a... okay, cool. I was going to say, send me an invite so I can jump into this raid. All right, so that's probably going to be everybody that's going to jump in. Cool. So we've got Suman, Meloetta, Impossible, Ray, Fitzy, Neo, Raymond, and yeah, Nagnevi. Sorry, God, my brain is not working. You're a Kanto Galarian person, kind of a Alolan. Honestly, they're the ones that I'm more into as well, because the Kanto was the original sort of like one that I was into back when I was a kid. And then I didn't really get back into Pokemon until sort of the end of the Alolan region and then the start of the Galarian. So they're the ones that I know the best. I'm not so much big on Paldean just because I only played through part of Scarlet and Violet and sort of got a bit bored of it. I was just like, honestly, it's just not hitting the same. Alright, I'm just going to make a list up for this one as well because it'll be easier for me to send the invites. Alright, so we got Suman. Alright, Suman. Mallow. Impossible. Ray. Nemo. Fitzy, you're inviting yourself. Nearman. Nope. Nearman. Ramen. And Meg. Cool. Alright, that should be everybody. Also, you've been addicted to Silk Song 100% better than... I mean, it's not a mobile game, so... I've been playing God of War recently with Eilish. That's been my off-stream game. Like, we've been playing it together. Sort of thing. Like, we're playing, like, our own playthroughs, but we're playing it at the same time as each other. So yeah, God of War has been my off-stream thing at the moment. Which has been cool. Okay. Sorry. Okay, we'll jump back out of this one. Sorry. Oscar, if you quickly send me an invite, like a friend request, I will get you into this raid. But you have to be ASAP, dude. Are you warning? Is this you warning? Yeah, Far Cry 3 is amazing. It's okay. Okay, cool. I was playing Far Cry 5 for a while, never ended up finishing it just because I have a tendency of not finishing games that I play. Yeah. That was a good game. Well, like, unfortunately, all of them after a while seem to follow the same, because it's a Ubisoft game, so it's just like, Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, where they just tend to follow the same formula, and they're fun for a while, but then they get a bit boring. Yeah, Naruto and Rainemo, I've got you on the lists. I'm sending the invites now. Cannot join this raid group. I'm not trying to let me into the raid. There we go. Alright, Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, you're going to go now. Glad you're doing okay. Yeah, good to hear from you, Daybreaker. Sorry that you've been doing so bad. Fingers crossed that things start looking up for you as the year goes on. But no, good to see you. I will soon. I have to wait until I can send out more invites, but I will send them to you. Send out them, and then quickly send one to warning. Okay, that should be everybody. I really hope that everyone's going to get in, because I did have, this is where I should have private lobbied it, because your boy jumped in. Someone might end up missing out on this one, and I apologize for that, because we've had a couple of extra people jump in that may be using remote raid passes, and there's only a maximum of 10 remote raid passes per raid. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the other people to jump in, so... Did anybody end up missing out on that one? I apologize. Like I said, I apologize if you did, but we had a couple of extras jump in that I wasn't expecting. Got your Mewtwo powered up to 4420. Nice. I think my best Mewtwo's are somewhere around that too. I haven't powered them up 100% to like level 50. I have a 98% normal one and a 96% shiny that are no available. I did send you one, dude, but unfortunately, I think, like I said, other people jumped that I wasn't expecting, and they may have taken your spot. Because you can only use a maximum of 10 remote raid passes. Sebo Adu Sundrial. How you doing? Welcome in. Vibes. Yeah, and unfortunately, I think this is going to be our last raid. So I should have realized when we had that many people jumping into the raid that I should have private lobbied it. But with how quiet it's been, I honestly didn't think that anybody else was going to jump in. I was going to say, you watch me get the shiny first raid, because I don't need it. Did you get a shiny at all tonight? Yeah, James, I got the Lugia just before. At least we got to know her with a background. Terrible IVs, but alright, so we got a background one of each, and we did get the shiny Lugia with background. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy that I got that for the night. That's what my goal was for the night. And took us, what, 5 raids. Give me one Lugia, please, then you subscribe. Dude, unfortunately, I think that's going to be the last of our raids for the night. Because, yeah. There's still stuff, yeah, there's mainly, ho-hos going on now, and I have done my raids for the night. Fitzy, you're lacking, man. I've done more raids. Come on. This game. Yeah. And yeah, I've still got to go home and have dinner and stuff like that, because it's nearly 8 PM for me. Thanks, Jim Bobby. You didn't get the shiny, but you did. Hey, at least you didn't get the Zero Star one, dude. Yeah, thank you for like being so patient and waiting around until we finally jumped into a Oho raid. Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't get the shiny though. You got really lucky with Mewtwo. You landed a hundo the day before your birthday. The next O just came out. Yeah, it does come very slow. That's why I have enough to max out one of my Mewtwo's. Yeah, so I've got these two. So 2167. So they're only level 40. This one is the 98%. And then the next one is the 96% shiny. I don't want to max one out. I've got 303 XL candy, so I've got enough to max one of them out. But I know as soon as I do, I'll get a hundo. So it's just like, do I waste the dust of the candy on maxing out one of these when I could just use a silver pineapple, or sorry, a silver bottle cap or something on one of them and be done with it. Do I have a lucky Mewtwo? That's actually a good question. With all the Mewtwo's I do have, you'd think that I would have yeah, I do. Maybe this one would be worth. That could be a gold bottle cap worth one. Might trade one of my shinies, so I do have a couple of shinies. So if I have yeah, I've got more than enough shinies to trade for them. So if I can find somebody that I can do a lucky trade with and swap a couple of shinies over, maybe I would max out one of my shiny lucky ones if I could. I do need to get rid of some of my Mewtwo's, that's for sure. For sure. Ray Nemo, I think that was going to be our last raid for the night, dude. We could one day. Do we have it? Yeah, we do have a lucky trade, don't we, James? Because you used the trinket on me, yeah. I suppose, yeah, if we max out our friendship level so we can do a remote trade, we could probably do that. You have 3 Mewtwo's. I have 73 Mewtwo's, I think it is. You mean if we get forever friends, you want... Do you have a shiny one that you can trade with me, though? You have a lucky shiny, a 98%, and an armored Mewtwo. I have multiples of all of them, except the lucky shiny. That's why I want a lucky shiny. No, okay. I mean, I could still probably trade you one. It depends, because if you've got one in the decks, I mean, it's still going to be an expensive trade. So, I don't know. Well, oh yeah, you. That's right. You'll get them at GoFest for shoals. All right, what are we sitting on? 22 likes. That's not bad. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. I am going to wrap up the stream here because, like I said, I've still got to go home and make dinner and stuff like that. Shut up. That's why. No. Yeah. So I got to go home and make dinners. And still I got to shower and that tonight as well. Wash my hair and all of that sort of stuff. So I got stuff to do tonight now. But yeah, we had a productive stream. I mean, we didn't get as many raids done as I thought we were going to do. But we got the shiny Lugia. So that's all I really wanted. So I'm happy with that. My shiny Shadow Lugia with the background. So winning for Jimmy. I will be back tomorrow night hosting the Primal raids. So we'll see how we go with tomorrow, if they will be more popular than these were. And then we'll see how we go on Friday for Kirim. Because honestly, with how many times we've had Kirim over the last couple of months, I just can't see people being interested in it. Wash my rubber hand. Yeah. I mean, tend to do that a lot, don't I, Fitzy? Have a good one, and you'll be down for more than one primal. No worries there, Break. He's starting to hate Lugia raids due to never getting him shiny, you know how to 48 raids. Yeah, dude, honestly, I felt like I was lucky getting this in like 5 raids. So, but I got really lucky when it came to Ho-oh. I did 2 raids for that when we had the raid day for it. I just jumped into other people, and both of them were shiny. So it was just like, okay. I was one and done, and then I thought I'd do another one and got 2 out of the 2 raids that I did. So, unfortunately, like I said, we're wrapping up the stream now, dude. So, I'm not, I swear. Yeah, like I said, dude, we're wrapping up the stream now, so I'm not hosting anymore. If you guys are looking for raids, jump onto either the Leak Duck app or the website if you're on iOS, because you won't be able to use the app because it's not on iOS. Yeah, jump onto the Leak Duck app or onto PokeGenie, and you'll be able to find people hosting raids. Yeah, there's heaps of people hosting raids on them, so just jump onto those apps and you won't have to try and jump into people's streams, and you'll be able to do as many raids as you want. So that would be my suggestion for people hunting raids that haven't been able to get into one tonight. And here, and just because I'm taking off now. Hey buddy, sorry wasn't here sooner. Sorry you're in your head tonight, struggling, but saw you live and wanted to stop by and give you usual information. I'm all good, dude. Nah, I know what it's like, so sorry to hear that, man. Oh, you also host when you're live? Nice. All right, well, there's someone else. Guys, if you haven't already, jump over onto Joshin's channel and check him out since he's hosting raids and stuff as well, if you're looking. He's a good dude, so definitely worth going and checking out his content and, yeah, jumping into raids and stuff like that. So, yeah, do that if you haven't. So, yeah, there's Joshin, and then, yeah, like I said, the two apps that you can use to try and jump into some raids. Raymano, like I'm saying, dude, like I'm about to... Tef, you're a little bit late. We've finished up for the evening, but how are you doing? We could have used you here earlier. That's a cool background. Yeah. yeah, I'm happy with this. You know, yeah, where were you? Where were you? I did get the Oho background as well. No shiny Oho background, but yeah, better late than never. I know, just as I'm about to wrap up the stream, eh? No, that's all good, Tef. That's all good. Congrats on the shiny background. I'm very happy with this. This is the one that I was hunting, like, because I've already got a couple of shiny Shadow Ho-Ohs. So to get this one, I was happy with. And then, yeah, to get the background Ho-Oh to finish off. Yeah, cool. It could have been shiny as well, but I'll take the background. It means I've got it. So that's very pretty. That's a pretty little shiny. You were working, so fair enough. That's fair enough. And the one Eilish flexed. Exactly. She flexed this on me earlier. She got it like first raid. Now all she can do is hold her shiny Smolov over me, because that's what she's been doing, because I don't have a shiny Smolov. One of these days I'll get one though. You love that one, you don't care for the shiny, but the background and the shadow, yeah. Yeah, they are pretty cool. They are very nice. Unfortunately, we're wrapping up the stream now, guys. So anybody else trying to get into raids, I'm about to wrap up the stream. Because I got go home and have dinner and stuff like that. But yeah, as I said, there is other places that you can find raids. Subscribe to Just Joshin. When he's live, he'll be hosting raids. Or just jump onto the Leak Duck app or the Pokegenie app, and there's sections in those things where you can find people that are hosting raids. Can't wait to check the live stream. I'm hopefully going to have a new phone by the weekend, so I will be able to stream all weekend. The way things are going on this phone, my battery won't last, even plugged into the charger, it won't last 8 hours. So, plan is to get a new phone hopefully tomorrow or tomorrow or Thursday. And yeah, we'll see how we go with that. Shadow Ho was your first ever shiny legendary, Shadow legendary raid. You'll remember this one. With big dogs coming up, flashback to when you did like 500 raids and finally got your first shot for Hando, rather, from me. You're hunting pictures. Wait, pictures? You background? The background Lugia is, it's fire. Yeah, it is a nice background. When we got our settlement, you're gonna hook you up. Not just talking here that you've always. Nah, dude, like don't stress on that. That's all good, man. You're in more need than me, so yeah, dude, don't stress on that. Have a good night. You too, Taff. Yeah, okay, I'll see you tomorrow for the primal raids. Can you get a raid? Unfortunately, dude, we're just about to wrap up the stream. You mean that wholeheartedly? Oh my God. Dude, like I said, I appreciate it, man, but like, yeah, it's not necessary, man. Like, honestly. But yeah, I appreciate it, dude. You're a good dude too, man. Good dude. Yeah, alrighty, guys. I'm gonna wrap up the stream because people keep coming in and asking me for raids, and I'm about to wrap up the stream. I apologize, guys. I'm wrapping up the stream for tonight. I will be back tomorrow evening for the primals, Primal Koga and Groudon. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow evening. So until then, enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe. Happy hunting. Good luck for your raid hours for tonight. Hopefully you guys will get the shundos, hundos, backgrounds, shinies, all the different variations of this possible thing. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, same time from 6 p.m., 7 p.m. my local time. So if you want to get into the raids, subscribe. It's the best way to get notified. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for primals. You wanted raid. I know, it's always the way. They always come in afterward, like as I'm about to end the stream. It's like, guys, where were you at the start? Would have been helpful like an hour and a half ago, but yeah, it's all good. Alrighty, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. So until then, peace out. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. I will see you guys then. Bye. Bye.